Slapper, according to the New Oxford Dictionary of English, is defined as a noun, 1, British, informal, derogatory. A promiscuous or vulgar woman is a slapper.
I ain't working off of your no sleep. Here they come, here they come, here they come, here they come, here they come. Hey, sister, right, sister, find another way to speak your mind.
I had a recording session at my house where I invited some friends of mine, all women. Them I use their voices or them saying their names or them slapping their asses to create instruments. And in particular, that's a lot of that is in slappers. The track itself is definitely about a call to arms for women to kind of maybe just stop and think about what's being presented or said, or how maybe they present themselves or what they say to other women or themselves in this modern world, in this modern society. It's serious but quite playful as well, as I think most women are.
Why can't I make you high? Put yourself down, pick yourself up, kick your bones back. Put yourself down, pick yourself up. Put yourself down, you don't go, kick your bones back. Put yourself down, pick yourself up.
I didn't set out to make a women's album or a women's album or a feminist album. However, I did use the archetype of women in music to inform the process of making the album, and the process being research into blues artists from the 20s, in particular female blues artists, and where that leads us today with contemporary female pop artists, and what our relationship to the topic of feminism is within contemporary pop music, what my position is as a contemporary musician, and those were my questions, and those were things that I was interested in just learning about and also discovering. Yes, it's about women. No, it's not a feminist album.
This is a big town. Could it be she's taking me away to see a kiss of lovely, a small way to me? Could it be she's taking me to depths and leaves return to me? Not easy to fathom. Could it be explaining what I need to breathe? A chance to feel the rocking of morning.
They're very personal songs. They're songs that are very much about things that I myself as a woman have gone through, and I think that's a natural part of songwriting. I think it's really good to draw from your own experiences, as well as sometimes looking at things that are going on around you to arrive at expressing yourself through a medium, and in my case it's music. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and this funny little thing called love.
So here's the fantasy, get off on me. Wasted energy, waste me, I don't share. Get off on me. I am wasted energy, locked up in your face.
There are quite a few collaborations with musicians for slappers, in particular on the track Why Can't I Make You High. I worked with a mother and a daughter from a band based here in London called Kitty, Daisy and Lewis, and Ingrid Weiss plays upright bass, and her daughter Kitty Durham plays ukulele, guitar and kick and snare in the track. And also my mother and Dani Siciliano and Mandy Parnell, who mastered my album, came in towards the end of the recording to play at like additional soundscape percussion instruments, which were colanders and teacups and teaspoons. As far as other collaborations, I had a lot of musicians that I've worked with in different capacities. Ben Castle plays a lot of the woodwinds. David Kumu plays guitar. Neil Thomas also plays guitar, as well as live beatboxing. And then there's Gideon Jukes, who also plays tuba. And lastly, I think there's Max DeWardner playing his lovely bass bowed. So it was really fun to work with a variety of different musicians. If you put Why Can't I Make You High on one end of the spectrum of the album, and something like Be My Producer, I guess they're the kind of bookend tracks, even though they're not in order bookend tracks, but in terms of the stylistically what's going on the album. Something that I realized a few years ago in terms of music, like there had been a shift in music, which was that there was this kind of jukebox effects that started to happen with records, whereby you had these, and in particular women, because I'm thinking about pop, women in pop, where they had these albums that were like hyper produced by like almost a different producer for each song, and all of a sudden there was this turning point in music where it wasn't like having a bunch of writers writing for you from Tin Pan Alley or Motown or what have you, and then there was a cohesive sound that was brought together in the studio by a producer. It was just this hit list of who is who in the land of producers, and basically just trying to get as many hits off the album as possible. I thought this was just an interesting turning point in music, and I started thinking about the idea of a producer and what that means. And so the idea was in my head, the concept was in my head for about 2.5 or 3 years, and then I finally got around to doing the piece of music, and about 90% of the track is made out of my voice, and I produce the track. So there's this tongue-in-cheek element to the track, in as much as the girl singing, which is me obviously, but is pining for a producer and sometimes a seducer, and actually she doesn't need one. She's done it herself. Some of the artists I would like to work with in the future, someone like John Waters, who really shaped my sense of humor. Someone like David Byrne would be very interesting to work with. Someone suggested Tom Waits to me, but I don't know if that would necessarily work. As far as females go, Missy Elliott would, I think she probably comes on top of everyone's list, but I, of course, would love to work with her. I think she's genius.
My name is, so my name, you know me.
Dani Siciliano! I will definitely be taking slappers out on the road. I will be touring. Yeah, I think it'll be quite a playful show and also quite solid. So I'm really looking forward to that.